Number 26, the Bone Flingers. The stats are 15 to 37 damage, a fast speed, and a short range. Except for the short range, these are pretty standard archer stats. Now, you might think that the short range is bad, but it's actually good because the Bone Flingers fire randomly at enemies in their range. But since their range is so small, this hardly matters. Still, however, their main power is from their abilities, the first and most powerful of which is Walking Dead. Every 12 seconds, the tower spawns a skeleton warrior that deals 15 to 25 damage, has 0 armor, and 160 health. This is a pretty powerful ability. Plus, it's cheap so you can spam it. And since the tower itself is cheap, it is very easy to spam and have skeletons walking all over the place. Its second most powerful ability is Got Milk. This ability is a passive that increases the Bone Flinger's damage to 31 to 53 damage, which is impressive for an archer. This with their fast attack speed, and they got one of the best DPS in the game. Also, this ability is one of the cheapest, although I wouldn't call it as good as Walking Dead. However, it's definitely better than their next ability, which is Summon Bonum. Summons a giant skeleton with a little one on its back that has 390 health, which is a lot, although it still dies easy thanks to having no armor, 17 to 41 damage in melee combat, and it can shoot bones that deal 17 to 31 damage, which both of these attacks are very RNG based. It has a respawn time of 10 seconds, and is kind of expensive for what you get. I recommend getting this ability last, and focus on the other more powerful abilities of the Bone Flingers. Overall, the Bone Flingers are one of the powerfulest towers in the game, which, of course, it's this high, and a very powerful archer, which you'd expect being this high in the list. Number 27, the Ballista Outpost. The stats are 27 to 40 damage, a very slow speed, and an extreme range. Now, the Ballista Outpost shoots 5 arrows at a time. Each arrow will deal 27 to 40 damage, dealing 145 to 200 damage, although they do miss sometimes. Still, this is a lot of damage, especially for an archer. And its first ability, Final Nail, makes this damage stronger. Every time that the Ballista Outpost fires its last shot in that round, it will deal 150% more damage, or 40 to 60 more damage, plus stunning the target for 2 seconds. This ability is a powerful one. It makes the Ballista Outpost one of the best towers to deal with a single enemy. Its other ability, however, helps to deal with groups of enemies, and that ability is Scrap Bomb. Every 16 seconds, the tower throws out a scrap bomb that will deal 142 to 214 damage. Plus, it'll leave scrap on the ground, slowing the enemies by 50% for 6 seconds. The damage that the scrap bomb deals is really powerful. This combined with the slow makes it not just good against groups of weak enemies, but also groups of big enemies. Overall, the Ballista Outpost is one of the best towers in the game. In fact, it's one of the best towers in the entire series. But considering how high it's ranked, you probably already knew that. Number 25, the Deep Devil's Reef. Now, being a hybrid tower, the Deep Devil's Reef has 2 sets of stats. Its mage stats are 66 to 115 damage, a slow speed, and a short range. Except for the short range, this is pretty average mage stats. Its barrack stats are 6 to 15 melee damage, 9 to 14 range damage, 244 health, and 25% armor. Its barrack stats are a little weak, especially when you consider that there's only 2 red spines. However, there is a way to get their stats stronger, and that is through their first ability, Chosen of the Sea. It increases the red spine stats to 284 health, 12 to 20 melee damage, and 14 to 19 range damage, plus 40% armor. These stats are decently good and pretty cheap to get, so it's recommended you get this first. You should never, ever get their second ability, Net Throw. Every 12 seconds, the Red Spines throw a net that traps one enemy for 4 seconds. For what it does, the cooldown is long, so already it's not the best skill ever. But what makes it so horrible is the fact that it can actually cancel out other towers' abilities. Vengeance has a lot of abilities that can easily get wasted on this. Plus, melee units, if they start fighting an opponent and then the opponent gets a net thrown on them, they'll still keep fighting it, even wasting their abilities on it. Never, ever get this ability. The Deep Devil's Reef's last ability, however, is pretty good. Every 20 seconds, the Deep Devil's Reef summons a cloud over an enemy that hits the enemy with 5 blasts of lightning over 5 seconds, 75 damage, for a total of 400 damage, which is a lot. Although other abilities have the similar amount of damage on a lesser cooldown and do this damage quicker, it's still the best upgrade of the Deep Devil's Reef. And overall, the Deep Devil's Reef as a whole, well, except the net part of it, deserves this spot on my list.